It's literally so cold whilst I'm recording this, I'm having to wear a dressing gown in a video. At least you can't really see it much. It's very snug, and it is even personalised. I'm pretty sure I've shown this on camera before, but I can't remember. I can't remember what happened yesterday. As welcome back. Yes guys, welcome back to the FIFA 21 Paris FC Road to Glory Season number 3, episode number 7. As we are still in January today, you can see them top deals right there. Everton going to Atlanta, Hazard to Leipzig, and Donny Malen, of course, going from Manchester United to Bayern. So that's his second big transfer. As today, game-wise, we have Nimes in the Cup, I think that's how it's pronounced, away on the 15th. Then Lorient on the 20th and Nice on the 27th. Probably going to play them all. And, of course, get on with the window, as we've already signed one player. I'm pretty sure it's one player, yeah. One player and a youth player, as the one player, of course, hasn't come in yet. And I'm not going to reveal it. You'll have to watch the last episode if you haven't already. But if you already have, you know who it is. Keep you in suspense for that if you haven't seen it already, and get watching that last one, as it is a replacement for the player we lost as well, which I'm going to have to reveal. We've got 90 million, so you'll know who it is. It is Leo Colleen. We lost him for 100 million or 99 million to be exact, to Bayern Munich. So that was a huge transfer that went through outside of the window, but we've got the money for it right now, so hopefully we can buy someone else today, as we've got an offer straight away as well from Lazio for Gaetan Laura, and that is a good offer. It's a very, very hefty offer as well for our striker, and I'm gonna try and negotiate. Don't think there's much I could do to try and stop my best striker from kind of leaving right here. He's not the highest rated, but he's doing well this season, and there is European football on the table for him, so I'm going to offer 17 million for Gaetan. Hopefully that is accepted. I can't really see it. Yes, 13 million. Pretty decent bid though for him still, as we'll go 15 million. 15 million for this guy, and his services is just, it's a steal really, but I can't just stand in his way from European football, as they're not even going to take that as well. It's got to be 15 million. It has to be 15 million for this guy. Nothing more, nothing less, as yes, Lazio say they've got a deal, and that of course means we have to try and get replacements in for, well, replacement for Gaetan Laura, but I still have another player I wouldn't mind signing as Bolivia. Never going to be your manager, mate. I am focused solely on Paris FC and Paris FC only, as Nimes in the Cup is the first game. I've already got my team set, unless anyone asks to play, as we've got 3 messages. Don't be anyone asking to play, and they're not. So Sarichisau got a loan to buy from Bournemouth, which I am going to just delegate to a normal loan. That's a very good loan deal. Got Gilavogi, a free transfer accepted for Middlesbrough, which I do not mind at all. And is that it? Yeah, that's it. Bamba just doing well in training. As this is the lineup I'm going to play for this cup game, and you can see it is very heavily changed, but I like it. With Carlier in goal, the youth keeper getting his second or maybe 10th chance. I don't know how many games he's actually played with Campanini, Martin, Janssen, Manduki and Hadjam in a weakened defence, with Gerner, Ludovic Rees and Jonas Baumann, of course, making his first start. The youth, just prospect slash wonder kid, with Parika up front and Jung just over Saliba and Leonard, as yes, they're going to be very, very peed off with that, but I can't help it, as it's just the team I thought was right. And let's have a look at Nimes' lineup then. Tim Krul in goal, Sofian Alacouch, very good right back, we've had him before. Federico Fernandez, Kamil Glick and Kufreri in the defence. That's actually a very capable defence, with Saar, Chadley, Dukes and Ferhat, Kalinski supporting Chaunaki up front. It's actually a very, very good lineup. Very good. Nimes I cannot see being a blowover, as Hadjam got the ball early there. Ludovic Rees plays a decent little 1-2, and we've got Parika in the box. Is the tall man. Good cross! And 1-0 already in 5 minutes. That was quite easy for Parika, wasn't it? What a ball from Hadjam as well. And we already lead. Literally, they did not touch the ball in that instance. It was just really good football. And the away fans go mental as we go 1-0 up in this cup game. Hadjam with a great cross as well, straight onto his boot. And the keeper, Tim Krul, just dived too much. Like most keepers, looks like he was diving out of the way, as now Gerner gets a quick pass off there, right? And it's onto Zhang, as we've got Parika making the run through again. The big man, he's not really got much pace, has he? However, he's past the defender, cuts inside. It's Parika still, goes for the shot, and Tim Krul with a great save. We're doing very well at the start of this game. It makes a difference from last time out as well, as Parika up for it. Is that going to go into his head? No, it's a terrible corner from the young player, but we've still got the ball. And Martin, the centre-back, with a curler. And what a save. Krul again. He should have scored that one. As Bauman's going to take a corner again, please. A better one this time, Bauman. There we go. It's deep into Parika, who gets his head on it. And over, as it's very nice football to start the day off right here. And Kanowski, tackled by Pontus Jansson. Rather easy for him right there. And Manduki, just with a little chip over to Lucas Gerner. As Gerner's going to give it to the side into Ludovic Rees to run forward. His pass is just a bad one, as Ella Couch gives it straight to Sarah as well. Now they're going to try and charge at us. They haven't done much this game. 22 minutes it's took for them to try and get a bit of passing together, but hopefully we'll put a stop to it. However, that was a good run through the middle. Avoided as now Sarr with it. Slid in to block his angle. And Nasser Chadley, I think that is, with the ball. And oh my days, this is good football. It's a good one too. And their first shot goes in the back of the net. Pontus Jansson couldn't get it. They can hear boos because Jansson should have got probably sent off if that didn't go in the back of the net. But of course, no card for that, as I think it's Nasser Chadley they've signed into the back of the net. It's not going to show us again. And no, it's Nassim Chadley. Don't know if it's his brother or not, but awful defending. They've just gone and scored their first chance of the game, so we've got to do better. As Campanini gives it straight into Lucas Gerner, who's going to try and run with it a little bit. And Gerner steps to the side into Ludovic Rees now, who's going to try and run a little bit more up. Where's Hadjam? We need Hadjam in support as he finally arrives and almost loses the ball, but now we've got the passing. It looks like now it's level. We're going to try and step it up a notch. Just Gerner with it right here. Lucas Gerner through the middle, and Parika, no, he's not off. There's now Sarr on it again right here, and we've tried to nudge him off the ball, but still couldn't get anywhere near it. It's Kalinski. He's taking a few steps back to try and go forward as Sarr turns and passes it straight away, and Kanowski with the ball back. They're actually the better team right here. From the 22nd minute, they've been all over us as Kanowski cuts inside there, cuts again, and Campanini had to come across and read that as he gets the pass to Manduki and now to Gerner, and it's not good football. Gerner loses it. That's surely offside. And how did a flag not go up? And Ismail Assar with the pass into Kalinski right here before half-time. But that is the whistle right there, and it is 1-1 at the break in the Coupe Nationale as... definitely a bad performance rather than good. We should, of course, be 1-0 up. They should have never scored their only shot of the game, as I'm going to make one change as well. And I'm not going to opt for Saliba, actually. I'm going to go for Leonard. He's got pace, this youngster, nothing else really. So I'm going to give him the chance over Jung to see if he can do well. A youth player for a youth, as let's try and get started right here. It's Campanini. Just to dribble it forward a little bit, keeps hold of the ball. I'm going to try and switch this out to our left centre-back in Cyril, as he's going to give it now to Hadjam as well to run forward into Leonard. And Leonard gets his turn off, but runs straight into Federico Fernandez. Probably should have put Saliba on, but I do want to get my youth up, of course. And if it's a cup game, this is my chance, as Tim Krul running outside of his box here and just whacks it in the end under a bit of pressure right there. As Ludovic Rees try and pass this off really quick. He's off his line right now as Bauman has the ball, and he tries to weigh up an angle with a shot, and it's a terrible one. Really terrible. As hang on, there's a 3 on, well, possibly 2 right there, but Martin gets his tackling and we get a couple of players back as we've still lost the ball as well. Not good passing, as now Janssen finally gets it to Bauman, so we're out of the defence a little bit there in a sticky patch, as now Lucas Gerner gets the ball forward as well, straight through the middle onto Parika, and I need that run from Hadjam out wide, as here we go, the crosser for the first goal. Can he get one for the second? It's a deep cross in right there, looking for Leonard, as hopefully this is a corner ball, but no, Hassim Chadley keeps the ball in play there, and it was really good work, as on the hour mark, still 1-1, and I don't know who's going to break it. Of course, someone has to as well, with it being a cup game, as now Bauman straight onto Ludovic Rees, and now onto Gerner as Parika. Hang on, it was making a run behind the defence then, but just stopped in the end as now Campanini. Get that through to Parika. Great ball. Gerner's in the middle as Parika just shoot on that angle, and what a save. But Leonard picks up on it, and it was always a bad angle, but still, very bad shots from my youth players today. And I know they haven't got the best shooting, but still, like, Martin had a better shot than all them, as no Fernat with a run on right here, and it's into Pontus Jansson on the angle, hits the post, and Hassim Chadley's at the back post just to tap it home. Nimes have the lead right now, and that is shoddy defending. To concede on the counter-attack like that is just woeful. We kept him on side as well from one player. Cyril Manduki, look at this. Well, we can't see it in all justice there, but it's around the corner. He doesn't mark his man, takes him out, I'm afraid, as well. So it would have been a penalty, but off the inside of the post and straight to him as Hajam needed to be in front of his man as well. 2-1, and that ain't good. So Parika, we've got just maybe 15 minutes right now to try and see something out as Campanini. There we go, actually made the run in the end, and it's going to be very, very difficult to try and come back from this as Leonard turns out into Gurner, into Milloy, who's on now instead of Bauman, who, to be fair, the youth player, and Ludovic Rees as well, have not had good games. I don't think anyone really has, have they? Apart from maybe Parika up front, who's tried to run a little bit, even though he's a mountain. And I do think we're going to lose the game as it stands right now as Fernat having another run forward. He's the one, of course, who hit the post and basically got the assist for the goal as Janssen with a good tackle and Lucas Gurner to come away with it. But that is one of the worst passes or attempts of a pass I've ever seen, as Malloy now has it though into Parika, onto Leonard, as Leonard's going to try and turn out and not even pass it to his man's feet. That is just awful football, as Parika fouls his man as well. Tries to get a little touch on it, but still Kufri gets it down the line as Nimes have just bosses in this second half, still keeping the pressure on as Malloy gets a tackle in. It's on to Leonard right here as he's got a bit of an angle, and what a challenge, Kamil Glick. That was sensational timing from the big centre-back, and it stops us from, of course, getting the lead again, as there's loads of players in this box, defenders and everything. It's on to Parika's head, header one, and it's going to be a penalty. It's Kamil Glick who just made the tackle, who's given away a spot kick. And I kind of feel for him a little bit. We are going to take this in the last couple of minutes now to possibly take it extra time. What happens? Yeah, it's handball. Comes off the inside of his elbow. So Parika, please. Against Tim Krul, who could be the hero, but hopefully Parika is. Stick it in that bottom bin. And he's hit the post. Parika has missed the decisive spot kick in the cup. And that late on is possibly going to cost us our ticket into the next round. That is very disappointing. However, still going to attack. Milloy, please get that, as it is a corner kick still. 2 minutes added on, but that is a shocker. We've got his keeper up as well in Carlier. It's on to Parika. Is Parika going to win it? It's Janssen. Pontus Janssen tries to turn, and the free kick's against us. Going to be the end of the game. Not good enough. Not good enough, as Tim Krul just whacks it forward as well. Straight onto Kalinski's head. Straight forward again onto Dzuka, as he's even got a runner forward, but he's not going to opt for it. He's going to keep the ball instead into Fernat, and that is the final whistle. Nimes have beaten us. We're out of the cup already. There will be no cup run in our first season in Ligue 1. And to be fair, is it a really bad thing? Not really. I would have liked to play the youth a little bit more and go deeper. We went deeper when we were in the second division, but still, at least it gives us focus on our actual league campaign in our first division, innit? Straight after that game, we have another transfer offering, as Laura has left the club as well. 13 million in the bank, this time for Diakate, who's never played a game. 20-year-old, 70 rated. Not too bad, but he hasn't got a player face as well, and we've got better youth players coming through. Sorry, Diakate, but you are going to leave the club, and hey, at least we're making money off you. At least you'll feel good on that. As Lorient are the next team up, but we do kind of need a striker right now. We've lost our striker. As Gilavogi departure, it wants us to try and make a better thing, but I'm going to try and let him go when it's done. As now a short-term loan as well for Iago Sarichasar, which I will accept. The Brazilian centre-back, not got a chance under me really, so he can go out and get some game time in the Championship. Which, speaking of, we've got loads of players on his list actually from that league, as we need to try and make a signing to replace, of course, Kate and Laura. And the one I am looking at is the top guy, Jackson Muleka. I've been suggested him quite a bit in the past. He's from Standard de Liège. He's a DI Congo international, 23-year-old, can play striker and both wings. But we don't play wings. Also, he's 6 foot. I was looking at Michi Batshuayi as well to try and save him from Notts Forest, but recently moved. So Jackson is who we will try and sign. He shouldn't even cost much as well. So welcome, agent. We will try and steal your player, as we'll offer 7 million. We're still going to be stingy with money, as they want Name in exchange though, and that's just not happening. It's just not happening. As we'll try and offer 8.75. We'll keep that little bit on and try and offer that, as they accept that. And that was very swift negotiations, very nice. Hopefully we can get his contract sorted though and not give him a ridiculous wage. We still need to up the wages of current players at the club as well to try and match everyone's and just weaver them out, as he wants an important role. I will accept that as well, even though Parika has one as well. I would have preferred rotation, but hey-ho, as we'll give him a 2-year contract, and he wants 5. He wants safety here in France, which I will accept as well, as we'll disregard the release clause as well. He wants 31k a week, a goal bonus, which I'm going to try and remove, and hopefully he signs for that, as he does. How quick was that? A new striker in the club, 23-year-old, Jackson Muleka. One of the easiest transfers I think I have ever made, as we've got to sort this team out as well for Laurent. Up next, as here is the team we're going to go with. It's Bajic in goal, Jan Valery, Bamba comes back in, Janssen, Manduki and Hano, with Masengo, Name and Said Arab, Parika and Antiste. So yes, I'm not opting for him straight away. He is on the bench right there. He's Muleka, but he's not going to start. Of course, a couple of players dropping to the reserves as well, like Saliba now, who's very unhappy, and Baumann, the youth player. Yes, Malloy did well when he came off the bench, and of course, Said Arab is our starter for now, so not going to get that game time, as we're going to play this one, of course, against 19th place, our strongest side, though, because I want to bounce back with a win. And last time we played Lorient, of course, at home, it was 4-1 to them, so we've got to do better with Nardi in goal. Let's try and look at the defence. Etienne, Cardoso, Jesus, Mukayolo and Mendes, with Bittencourt, Jensen and Lefy. Jensen's one to watch, with Gribic and Beto up front. I've got a Beto we cannot lose on, my dear. I regret making that joke. That was terrible. As they always remind me of the French Morecambe du Lorient. I think it's like a shrimp on the badge, with Beto right on the ball right here up front as well. It's just got to be better than 4-1. Hopefully a win as well, because it looks like both seasons have changed drastically, should I say, or dramatically as well, as they beat us 4-1 to put us in the relegation zone. Now they are scrapping to try and stay in the division in the relegation zone themselves. Now as they're passing it back to the keeper as well right here, and Antiste almost got there, but hoofed upfield. It looks like they're going to try and soak up pressure, then go on the counter, which I think they did in the first game. So they're sticking to the game plan, despite it, well, obviously not working all season round, as Parika tries to get that ball over the top as well. Antiste doesn't win it, but 12 minutes into this one, nothing happening, as Parika eventually does win the ball right here, though, and Antiste onto Masengo. If he's onside, get the cross back in. Antiste, what a save from Nardi in the goal, though, as that was amazing work, as Hanin gets the touchdown as well, or Hano, as that's a pass around the corner as well, but I cannot believe they've just saved that, as now Said Arab, backwards, Hano to cross it deep into Parika, but cannot get there. Now Said Arab to try and jump for it, does eventually get the ball away a little bit, around the corner, Masengo, it's great football, it's a great move, and it's a goal kick. There's now Parika with the ball as well, the big striker dropping back right here, and Said Arab onto Masengo onto Hano. So he's still knocking the ball around fairly decently, as now Antiste tries to run around the houses a little bit with it, as he's just going to have to backheel that one in the end. And Name with the run of Said Arab right here. Can we try and take a lead? He tries to cut back inside, and I thought the defender were going to swipe me. I really did. I thought, big touch, try and go around and try and draw a foul, but no, as Beto touches it now to Lefy on the ball, forward for them. Beto round the corner, but Pontus Jansson to read this one, and now Said Arab gets Parika running in front of him, and Parika just get through that middle, but no, Juan Jesus. And almost half-time of this first half, I've got to say, a very, very boring game of football, as, oh no, don't let them do something now. I've said that. It's Gerbic with a trying to cut away from us. He's got Ghetto in front. It's a good ball through. Slid in to block it from Elfi, but he's not even going to shoot us. Hano, make the tackle. You came closest. Hano! That is all Hano's fault. I am blaming the left back. It's into the back of the net from Beto as well, as we are 1-0 down to Lorient. This team just always find a way to try and get in front of us, but honestly, really terrible defending. Really terrible, and especially the left back, as Bajic is beaten in this one. And look at this, slid in. Hano just watches him and backs off of him. And to be fair, there was 3 defenders in the middle, but I'm not going to blame them as much, because they were actually trying, just not good enough all round as well. So 1-0 at half-time. As I don't know which changes really to make. Actually, no, I do. Why did I say that? I definitely do. They are all over us on possession. Very boring first half, apart from the goal, as we're going to try and light it up with our new signing. Muleka comes on to support Yanis Antiste up front. So let's see how Jackson and Yanis can do as a partnership instead of Yanis and Gatean. As of course I do wish Laura all the best, but he has departed the club. As let's get along with this one, shall we? Jensen straight away through the middle onto Grubic, as the ball's onto Beto, and just get at them. Let's put the pressure on them, and let's play football, as Lefy through the middle onto Grubic. Tried to get a tackle in right there, but he's passed us, and Bamba does actually get his man out of the way, though, so we are going to come away with it, as Jan Valery now into Name, and Name just to run away with the ball, as he's give it into Said Arab. Arab to try and cut away, tried to get it down that wing, but that's just not where I wanted it. As now Jensen with the ball himself in the middle onto Beto, and Beto gives it onto Bittencourt, just trying to watch them slowly and surely, as Alefi with a good chip over the top, and Beto scored another. They scored. Honestly, nothing's happened in this game apart from his 2 goals, and it's a lethal finish. What a chip as well. Lorient just stunning us this year. I don't know what it is about the Shrimps, but they just find a way past us as the celebrations all over the mates right there, as it's a great pass, good chip over the top. And I don't know how he's onside, to be fair. Maybe Manduki just, but he's looking at the linesman there as Badjic probably should have done better a bit as well. But both really, really precise into that side netting. Both very close to that near post and very, very angled in, as now Hano to come away with it right here into Yanis Antiste. Now onto Said Arab as Arab. Straightforward as well. Jackson Maleka, can he get a debut goal? Oh my days, Maleka. Now that is a shocker. New chance for the big man, just terrible right there as Manduki. Chasing this down into Pontus Jansson. And onto Hano in the middle right here as Milloy. Turns out, and he's got a little bit of a run right there from Mustafi Name. Name tries to get it past Etienne, as this isn't Saint Etienne, it's a bloody player called Etienne, as we've got to put the pressure on them now. If Maleka would have scored that chance, maybe we could have pushed forward a little bit more, but of course I'm not going to push and risk the fatigue of our players if it already looks like a lost cause. As Ponsiu now, Ponsiu trying to go through the middle. Is he going to try and find an ankle? He's going to try, but he's not going to succeed, as now Jensen blocked off a little bit right there, but still they are knocking the ball around as Bittencourt, oh my days, block that, yes, got a good blocking, got a double tackle from Han Noah as Name with a... I'll let him off with that one. It was the correct pass, but just didn't go to the man. It was, I think, Yanis who didn't go to the ball, actually, as well as Gerbic round the corner to Beto on a hat-trick, of course, round the corner again to Ponsiu as Janssen with a good tackle, and it's been given. Oh, my days. Not given, but advantage was there, as that's just awful. And Lorient just messing around with the ball right here as Janssen. To be fair, Janssen's been our best defender today. Probably man of the match if we, of course, did well in this game, as we haven't done well enough to give one. However, Antiste could get a goal back. It'd probably only be a consolation, as he does. Great finish and skipped straight to the kickoff. Could we get something? You never know. I mean, if Maleka would have scored his chance, but probably too late, I'd say, as Masengo does win the ball into Maleka right here as, yeah, final whistle's gone. And there we go. It's a 2-1 defeat to Lorient away from home. And the relegation threatened side have themselves 3 decisive points this year and 2 defeats from 2 today. At least we've still got the window to bring players in. As we stick in 9th, but every other team has a game in handovers, as we have one more game today as well. But there's one more signing I'd like to make, as we've dropped to 10th right now, and to be fair, I don't mind it. Still in mid-table. As we've actually got a loan offer for another centre-back right here. It's Martin. Okay, a player I do not want to get out on loan though, so I'm going to actually reject that offer. Crystal Palace still. What a team. Offering to get our backup centre-back on loan, which to be fair, if we kept Sarr, I might have considered that, but we haven't, of course, as Nice are up next. Surely they're off bottom spot as well, as Name says, like, boss, I want to say thank you, because you got it all right again. Hush now, mate, and just get on with your football, as there's one more sign I would like to make today, but I'm going to maybe make it after this game, as Nice I'm going to wait for, as Porto now putting a bid in for Said Arab, and is that one we can actually reject? Who knows? So I think I'm going to try and negotiate it, because Porto, of course, not a team you can easily turn down, and we're doing a Monaco, really. We are doing a Monaco. All our best players who have, like, come with us in our promotion fight and everything like that, just depart in the club as 15 million. No, they want 9.5. That's way too low for Said Arab, though. He's worth so much more than that, but I do have a replacement in mind. So 13.5, 9.5 still. Okay, you can have 9.5, but it's got to be a big sell-on clause. 15%, 7%. Right, I will shake your hand on that, and I will let him just go with his dreams and go to a big club, as I know we aren't a big club at the moment. We're in transition, I'd kind of say, but I don't know if that transition's actually going ahead yet, because we're not doing the best out of every team. Still in a fight somewhere. Still fighting around mid-table, as this is the team for Nice. Badjic, Valerie Bamba, Janssen, Manduki, Hano, Masengo, Name. Bauman is going to replace Said Arab, who's gone to reserves. He hasn't gone yet as well. With Parika and Antiste. Maleka can stay off after that miss. Hopefully he comes off the bench and does something well this time round, as after this game as well, I wanted to make 1 signing, but I actually might make 2, and I know it's January though. And January, of course, not many big signings go down, and not a lot, but we've just got to get players in now. And hopefully this can be a bit of a better game, because of course it's at home this time with Sanchez Ayala in goal for Nice. It's Latombia, Lanuric, Cisse and Retsos, with Trulier, Rosario and Pasalic. Guiri, Eggestein and Braziao up front. It's a 4-3-3, which isn't working for them, I guess. Of course, that's judging off their league position as Hanno crosses it straight into Pontus Jansson in the defence. We're going to try and get forward right here. It's Name just to run with it. Mustafi Name, go all the way, mate. Just go all the way as far as you can. And then stopped. I don't know why I really do that. As oh my days, Pasalic has took it off our defender as well. And we're already 1-0 down within 5 minutes. What has happened right there? I have no idea. We are already 1-0 down. Look at this. It's gone to be received by Manduki, and they've just run straight round us and put it in the back of the net. Manduki really not having a day at the office today. Really off. Sick. Very sick. And not in a good way. So already 1-0 down in this game. That is absolutely great. Losing our best cam. That's great. Losing our striker. Fantastic, as it's just not really gone our way today. Out of the cup as well, as Guiri wins the tackle straight away into Eggestein, now into Trullier, as they've got a run in front of them. Tried to get a tackle in, but still haven't. As now Eggestein to charge forward and slid to try and block a pass off, but they've still got the ball. Rosario now into Retsos, as they're passing it around a lot. But Baumann with it right now, and Baumann into Antiste. So hey, we can win the ball back. Antiste over the top. Baumann, please beat the defender Retsos to that. Please just try and shove him out of the way. But he hasn't really got the strength as... Oh, that was close to the line as well. And Parika's head the second time round as Latombi with a pass forward. And now they're going to try and put us on the back foot a little bit. Pasalic into Eggestein, and Eggestein straight out to Pontus Jansson, who is actually a beast at the moment. He's playing really well with the captain's armband as well. Superb, but still losing. As Pasalic again gives this one onto Rosario around the corner into Pedro Brazal, the Brazilian, I'm guessing, as we're trying to win the ball right here, and Hanno is beaten. He's beaten twice and put a tackle in, which will be a penalty or a free kick, as I don't actually know what it is, but Hanno has done something bad, and I'm guessing it's maybe a penalty with that camera angle. Florian Hanno not doing well at the moment at all, as what's it going to be, a spot kick or a free kick? It's a spot kick! Oh my days. I thought it was, but I actually didn't with how my brain was just telling me. As now it's Bajic against Guiri. And Bajic actually saves it. He saves it from the top bin. And that is an absolute belter of a stop. I've never seen a goalkeeper stop anything like that from the penalty spot ever. As Name gets it away as well. And the danger is averted. Stefan Bajic, although we are losing, take a huge bow. That was sensational, as we could even counter from it as well, you know. Masengo into Baumann again, onto Parika, who's left up front, and Parika, why is he the striker? He's not even fast, but Baumann gets it through this gap, and Baumann lay this off to Jan Valery with a touch right here, and he's going to try and cross it into the middle. No one there, but Name to pick up the pieces, as now it's into Parika, around the corner into Baumann with a curler, and it's always wide. As Trullier now, a player we tried to sign a couple of seasons back, running at Pontus Jansson, but Pontus Jansson easily deals with that one. It looks like he might have stayed down, the midfielder. And Masengo to just dribble it away. We're not going to kick it out of play. We kind of need a goal, as Maleka makes the run behind the defenders. He has got the pace to run at them. He's going to try and turn in. Great shot! Just wide, as... Should I have probably shot first time? Yeah, but I tried to cut inside. Regretting that a bit right now, as Hanno does block this ball as well. Straight onto Hannoa Masengo, who's blocked himself. Onto Rosario, onto Eggestein, as the tackle's in right there. But Trullier to come away with it, and there's a gap right there for Pasalic again, and he's put it in. It's 2-0 now to Nice, and it is very poor and sloppy and horrible from our team. Just not good enough. Look at this, straight through the middle. Straight through the middle, cuts through us, and bang. Top bin, done. Game done. Kill us off. A lot of boos going on at half-time, as it's not good enough. 2 relegation 19th place sides in a row, and we are losing to, well, we've lost to one, and we are losing to the other one currently, so step up your game or I'm going to get shopping. That's a message to every single one of our defenders, as Janssen almost beaten right here, but to be fair, I think he's quite safe. He's just got here as well. And he is doing very well at the club, as now Hanno with the ball, and Maleka through the middle. Can Maleka try and spark a comeback? I mean, he's missed his chance, but Up front with Parika, you never know, as Parika's good at hold-up play, and he gets it to Masengo. Masengo into Bauman, and it's just to the side here. How? How do you mess that up? As now Pedro Brizal to try and run it as he's round Janssen for once, and Pontus Janssen makes a great tackle, and it's going to go. Oh my, that's one of the best tackles I've ever made on FIFA, and he's going to get a yellow card for it. Captain Pontus Janssen, I am fully with Janssen right there. That is never a spot kick. Hanos, yes, Hanos was clumsy, but look at this. Let's see him get the ball all day long. All day long gets that football out of the feet, but it's been given as a penalty. So Guerrero with his second chance from the spot kick, and Badjic goes the other way to save it. At least Badjic is trying. Double spot kick save in one game. Just sensational scenes. If we could get a comeback right here, it would be amazing. But nope, Retsos scores from the corner. Got to mark as men. The save cancelled straight out by OGC, as it's a great header into the top bin and no saving it. It's just we needed to win as header. It is Name and Janssen marking the same man, or Bamba and Janssen, two centre-backs, both not winning it. Embarrassing. There's now Mustafi Name on the ball straight away as well. We've got half an hour left to try and score 3 or 4 goals if we want the win, which, blatantly honest, is not happening, but we've got to try as hardest. As Rosario doesn't get on that as well as Pasalic. Going to try and run it away. Masengo on his back, but they've still got the ball as Saint Etienne. Up next, got to be a win. Mohamed El Neni has made his way onto the field off the bench. The Arsenal midfielder may be relegated this season. However, not with this result as what's been given. A free kick. We was through on goal, referee. We was through on goal if that went over the top. That proves how shocking these decisions have been. One penalty that was never a pen. And to be fair, the first one was a foul, but I thought it was outside of the box. As 15 minutes to get 3 goals, just not happening, is it? As they are putting the pressure on them a little bit, and Hano with a throw-in on this right-hand side is going to stick onto this right-hand side. Can we get a man in the box, please? As he's going to cut inside to cross. It's a good one to the back post, and it is a corner. As can we score from a corner now? Parika making the run forward. Parika with the header over the top. 2 minutes added on to this game as Enzo Malloy with the ball right here. He gets it out wide to Hano, as Hano's just going to cross it first time. Maleka headed it down, and Parika could have walked that in, but of course the referee blows, and it's a 3-0 loss at home. Significant amount of boos right there, and I do not blame any single one of those fans, as that's the game over. We've got a game in hand, or played a game over everyone else, as Antiste's out for 5 days, and of course we lost it. So not much more I can say today. I'm going to leave deadline day for tomorrow, so you can get a couple more suggestions in if you are very, very quick. As look at that terrible form this month, as we've got 5 games up next month. Hopefully it can be different. Really hopefully it can be different. As thank you guys for watching this one. Like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well, so you do not miss anything in the future, as this has been very warm, this video, and I have really enjoyed it. Take care guys, in a bit, and I'll see you all later. Peace.